Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Toppa Field here in beautiful and historic Newport, Rhode Island, where the Salve Regina University Seahawks are set to take on the Beacons of UMass Boston in a non-conference NCAA women's soccer matchup. Hello again and welcome. I am Ada Pizzelli bringing you the call here this afternoon. Thank you for finding us on the Salve Athletics Network. We'd also like to welcome in our audience and Professor Kerry Smith, Sports Management in the 21st Century class. Thank you for finding us here, tuning in. It is a gorgeous day here out at Toppa Field, and these two teams are ready to do battle. In net for UMass Boston, Maria Spilios, the junior from Leominster, Mass., will make her 10th start of the year. She is 5-2-2 in net, a 1.05 goals against average, and a 7.62 save percentage. Meanwhile, Georgia Drake on the other side, she will make her start, another start, once again. Reigning CCC Defensive Player of the Week. She made 9 saves here, actually on Reynolds Field, back this past Saturday on Senior Day for the Seahawks, a 3-0 victory in that game. It was Drake's 4th shutout of the year. She improves to 6-5, matching the Seahawks record. UMass Boston 6-3-2 on the season. And Haley Dubioso will kick it back. Seahawks drive it long and deep, and away we go. Grace McKettrick will drop it on back to Caroline Golt. Beacons will try and work through the midfield, where the Seahawks have been very strong here in the past week plus. Mary Jo Murphy leaves it in space left side. McLaughlin sends it across, dumped back in by the Beacons, but it will roll over the end line and out of play. Seahawks will get a goal kick here from Georgia Drake. As I said, Seahawks most recently defeated Curry in Commonwealth Coast Conference play 3-0 on Saturday. Meanwhile, for the Beacons, they most recently lost to Babson 4-0 over the weekend. Their most recent victory was 4-0 versus Southern Maine in Little East play. Ball out of play. It will go back to the Beacons. Throw in here from the near touchline. Georgia Bonney will be the one to toss it in play. Maggie Kelly down the line left side. Mary Jo Murphy sprinting onto it in the corner left side. Wanted to send it across, and it's deflected out. But we will get a corner here for UMass Boston. And that's Murphy in the corner. On a bounce and well wide off the side of the cage. So a missed opportunity there for the Beacons. Murphy leads the Beacons in scoring, 6 goals, 6 assists. A senior from Worcester, Mass. Had an incredible start to the season. Had a 7-point week to open the year for UMass. She earned D3 National Player of the Week from the United Soccer Coaches. Bonney deflected out by Dubioso, and she will toss in from the near touchline. Seahawks will throw in from the near side. Rossman lobbed in towards Rio. Trying to flick it and keep it in play. She cannot. So Bonney, once again, along the near side here for the Beacons. Over the head of Maggie Kelly. Lifted back to midfield, settled down by Elia Velez. McGettrick back to Kelly. Time and space. She walks it into the middle, softly to the far side. No one there for the Beacons, and the Seahawks. Emily Smith now will play it all the way across to Hannah Rosman. Picard touched back dangerously, and this could be taken by McGettrick. Spinning out beyond the box. Murphy back into the corner left side, watched by McLaughlin. Her cross booted out of play by Picard. Throw in from the near touchline in the corner, Georgia Bonney once again. Bounced into the box, fired on the net, and they score! Kelly just finding that one on her foot. We'll give you a look at the replay here. Off the throw-in. And off the bounce, I believe. Just bounced in. And that one just over the hands of Drake. A well-placed strike for Maggie Kelly. And just like that, the Beacons take the lead. Fourth goal of the year for Kelly. And an assist as well for Georgia Bonney.
UMass Boston
Her
goal
second
scored by number
assist
6,
of the
Maggie
season.
Kelly, assisted by number 8, Georgia Bonney.
Nearly 5 minutes gone here in the first half. And the Beacons quickly on top. Danny Anderson now will play it back to Gina Albano. Seahawks can't intercept that one at midfield. Maddie Kowecki has it knocked free from her. Grace McKettrick. Now Maggie Kelly. Tries to fire it up the right side. That one's picked off. Seahawks float it back out to midfield. Dubioso has it deflect backward. Possession once again here for the Beacons. Albano out to midfield. Picard again trying to race in and take it away from Elia Velez. Golt up the right side. Ball deflected out, and a corner. Georgia Bonney, this time, drives it high, out front, headed on the ground, loose in front. Seahawks trying to corral it, and it's kicked out. And this may be another corner again. Georgia Bonney, the freshman from Kingston, Mass., will once again place it in the far corner right side. Driven to the far post, on the ground, diving attempt made by Drake, but then right in front to punch it home for the Nor'easters. Excuse me, for the Beacons. I believe, is that Kelly again? Or are they going to call that no goal? So they're going to call a violation here on the inside. Drake was down. And I think they'll say that because Kelly came through here right there in the box. So the Seahawks dodged that one. And come away with the ball here. Trying to turn the field. The Beacons have kept the ball in Seahawk territory here in the first 8 minutes plus. And they'll just float it on back in. McLaughlin. Rio trying to sneak it through for Dubioso. Seahawks will just kick it in. And coming out to grab it is Maria Spilios. Albano across to Anderson. Back to Spilios. Seahawks trying to creep up. She'll roll it out to the near side. Velez trying to get away from Picard. Back to Albano. And she will send it across to the far side. Back to Anderson. On the ground. Smith deflects it and kicks it out of play. Beacons will throw in from the far touchline. Seahawks had it for a moment, then lost it. Albano once again. Seahawks do come away with the turnover. Here's Picard now at midfield, stumbling for a moment away from Velez. Sends it across to McLaughlin. Little give and go behind Picard and taken now by Mary Jo Murphy. Angling out to midfield. She'll send it across. Grace McKettrick looking to sprint onto it. And now taken by Jackie Turner. Off of Turner. Out of play. And the Seahawks will get it back. With 35:27 to go in the first half, Beacons on top, 1-0. Seahawks looking to build it out. Smith and Velez collide. Here's Murphy now spinning at the top of the box. Bounce across the far side. McLaughlin kicks it to keep it in. Dubioso trailing Danny Anderson, who will play it on back to Spilios. Anderson once again. On the ground into the midfield. Velez. Picard trying to run her off the ball. Dubioso comes away with it. And a crowd near side looking for help. And coming from the backside to take it away is Georgia Bonney. She'll roll it all the way back to Spilios. And the junior will move it across to Albano. Bounce through midfield. McKettrick gives it away. McLaughlin near side. Picard across to Rosman. Into the middle to Smith. She drives it forward with the right foot. Headed forward by Cal Pitts. Seahawks get it right back. Dubioso now looking around right side. Will play it into the corner for McLaughlin. Wide on the right side, looking to cross it. Bounced on the cage and grabbed easily by Spilios. 33-29 and counting to go in the first half. Beacons leading 1-0. Off a goal from Maggie Kelly. McKettrick looking to play it into space. Murphy will get to it right side. She'll fire it wide of the net. From the top corner of the box right side, it'll go out of play. Georgia Drake will kick it away. As I mentioned, reigning CCC Defensive Player of the Week. It was a 2-0 week for Salve. She made 9 saves in her 4th shutout versus Curry on Saturday. Zoe Cox also earned Rookie of the Week honors from the conference. She had her first career hat trick versus Clark here on this very field a week ago. And she's currently the team leader in goals with 5. So she more than doubled her goal output in that one game versus Clark. Seahawks will throw in from the far touchline. Beacons nearly had it back. Across now to Rosman. Rosman again. Mary Jo Murphy in front of her. Rio trying to turn. McLaughlin toes it down the line. Bouncing into UMass territory. Taken by Anderson. Pitts now. Deflected by Rio. McGettrick, though, looking to send it up the right-hand side, and that one is taken by Salve. Rio in the middle. Back out wide. Dubioso. And again, Velez and Picard battling in the midfield. And Velez able to come away with it. Seahawks get it right back, though. Pitts trying to keep it away from Emily Rio. Pitts softly on back now for Danny Anderson. 30-41 and counting to go here in the first half. Albano spins it into the middle. Anderson now wide to Georgia Bonney. And she'll walk it ahead. Bonney seeing daylight, drives it on the goal, and Drake there to make the stop. Bonney just carried that forward, got about to the top of the box, had an open window to shoot, and took it. Plenty of time, though, for Drake to get to it. Bonney once again on the near side. Sends it long and deep, and it's slowing down, but will eventually get out of play. Now, if that was on Reynolds Field on the grass, that ball would have stopped well before the end line. But here on the turf, a little bit of extra momentum on that ball. Smith, pressured by Velez. McLaughlin trying to settle it down near side. Kicked out of play by Pitts. Seahawks will throw in from the near touchline. Bonney to throw in here for the Beacons. Kelly. And Kowecki into the corner, and Kowecki will fire it out of play. Throw in here for Georgia Bonney. Very similar spot to where they scored their first goal. Bonney wanted to try and send it on the net, and that's blocked out high. Trying to corral it near side. She'll send it into the midfield. Pitts. Across to Albano, just over midfield. She'll walk it forward. And now play back to Anderson. Given away on the far side. Rio can't keep it in. Off Shea Minakuchi, able to force that turnover. Cal Pitts. Near side, Anderson. Runs away from McLaughlin. The Beacons are just connecting passes right now and just probing and waiting for the opening. Here comes Bonney down the left side. Rosman right there with her. Rolls it into the box. Seahawks kick it out. This looks to be a throw-in deep in the corner, left side. Lobbed up to Pitts, back to Bonnie. She'll drive it with the left foot towards the net, well wide. Minicucci, dangerous spot. We'll just kick it out of play. $26.50 and counting to go here in the first half. All UMass so far. Dominating possession here in the first. This one lobbed inside, headed on the goal, high and wide by McGettrick. Drake. Seahawks will lose it on the far side. Gabriella Boyven not able to hold it in. Beacons will throw in past the Seahawks bench. Kelly forced out of play by Molly Leary. Yeah, I think they call offsides here. Rio trying to navigate the sideline on the far side. Poked out by the Beacons. Two Seahawks nearly collide there. That's Kowecki and Minicucci. The ball bounces favorably for the Beacons. They try to get it in front. Deflects away into the corner. Murphy turns and crosses it. Drake will come out and grab it. Once again, that was Maggie Kelly patrolling in front for UMass. Kelly trying to fire it away. It bounces off the ricochet in on the goal. Drake will hold it once again. 23:55 to go here in the first. Seahawks have spent a lot of time in their own end of the field. McGettrick trying to get it back to Kelly McNeil onto the field now for the Beacons. Kelly, Velez. Plays it back to the far side. Jackie Turner. Picard just fires it away from Kelly out high. Throw in for the Beacons. Smith sends it across. Deflected away from McLaughlin. Murphy. Pitts lets it go by. McNeil fires it into the box. Directed wide. Bonnie trying to track it down left side. Turns. Fires it in front. Kicked away by Kowecki. Out of play. Beacons will throw in from the near touchline in the corner left side. Bonnie. Lob to Velez. Deflects off her foot. Top of the box, Smith. Trying to thread the needle out to midfield to Dubioso. Taken right back by the Beacons. Chipped right side. No one home. It'll go out of bounds off the foot of Kelly McNeil. And some subs here for Salve Regina. Kat Hunter and Meg Papiro into the game. With 21:57 to go here in the first half. And UMass leading 1-0. Velez dancing back to Pitts, trying to get it into the corner. McLaughlin intercepts. And Murphy trying to step in front of the passing lane there. Will have it go out of bounds off her foot. 7-1 the shot advantage now for the Beacons. 3-1 in shots on goal. 3 corners for UMass, none for Salve. Beacons have hemmed them in. Anderson. Back to McNeil. Hunter. Had it run off her foot. Trying to get it back from behind. Kelly sees a triple team. Back to McNeil. Velez, right side, looks to slide it into the corner. And offsides called against Jackie Turner. McNeil trying to send it long and deep, and it went off of Emily Smith. And she's a little shaken up. We will take a quick break here while she is tended to. 20:27 to go in the first. UMass leading 1-0.
Hi, my name is Jane Walsh, and I'm the head women's soccer coach at Salve Regina University. We are an NCAA Division III institution competing in the Commonwealth Coast Conference. Since 2015, we've maintained significant status within the CCC, earning postseason berths each season, as well as having many student athletes receive all conference accolades such as Rookie of the Year and Offensive Player of the Year. By creating relationships with my student athletes based on who we are as people over who we are as players and coaches, I believe that we create a deeper sense of trust that's essential for growth. As a team, we commit ourselves 365, meaning there's always something that you can be doing to be preparing for your craft. So sometimes that's heavy in-season training, heavy out-of-season training in the weight room, conditioning, so on and so forth. And sometimes that means just purely rest. But it's important to know that when you commit yourself to the program, we do prioritize family, academics, and soccer. And then anything else you want to do after that, as long as you're keeping yourself healthy and safe, is totally up to you, and we're in support of that. A good way to get in touch is to simply reach out by email, introduce yourself, give me your year of graduation, or if you're a current student here at Salve. Highlight film is certainly important, and then any playing or practice schedules that you might have are really helpful as well. Just kind of give me a snapshot of who you are, what you do, academically in and out of the soccer field, and from there we'll just kind of create a relationship and move forward. It is important that I get to see you play in person. That's kind of essential in determining your fit with the program, but as I said before, I really like to get to know who you are as a person first. Thank you again for your interest in Salve Regina University women's soccer. Have a great day.
Welcome back to Toppa Field out of the timeout. 20:27 to go here in the first. Emily Smith, perfectly fine, walked off under her own power, just a little shaken up from catching that ball up high. And we'll resume here with the Beacons leading 1-0 here over the Seahawks. Andrew Pizzelli here bringing you the call. Thank you for finding us on the Salve Athletics Network. A gorgeous day here out at Toppa. Doubleheader here at the field. Women playing UMass Boston. The men will play Bridgewater State here at 7 p.m. Some non-conference action here on Toppa for both soccer clubs. Let's see if the Seahawks can gain any momentum here out of that timeout. Chance for Jane Walsh to really talk to and settle down her team. Papiro with the steal, dancing out high. Trying to turn to the left foot, slides it to Dubioso left side. Dubioso trying to cut into the middle. Deflects out of play. They'll say last touched by Dubioso. Step away there from being able to get a shot off. Here's Anderson, pressure by McLaughlin. Nearly given back to Papiro. That ball will slide through to Murphy. Rossman, though, intercepts near side. Softly down the line into the corner. And that ball will stay in. Anderson's going to have to take it in the corner. Seahawks race over to apply pressure. Dubioso did not touch it. And so Rossman will toss in from the near touchline. Lobs to Dubioso. She corrals it. Beacons bring the double team on her. Anderson able to peel it away. Papira now pressures her back to the end line. And this will be a corner. First corner of the game for Salve. Picard will take it in the near corner right side. 18-10 and counting to go here in the first. The kick from Picard. Deflected off of Spilios. Papiro couldn't keep it in with her foot. Rossman chasing it out to midfield and taken by the Beacons. Off and running. Morgan Palma trying to move it to Mary Jo Murphy. And it's knocked away by Kowecki. Now on the counter, here comes Megan McLaughlin. Cat Hunter. Trying to get it to McLaughlin in the corner. Georgia Bonney intercepts. Seahawks knock it away at midfield. Papiro trying to chase it down and keep it away from Elia Velez. Dubioso. On back. Softly into the corner. Bonney will watch it go out. That's Bridget Kowecki, who fed it into the corner and out of play. And McLaughlin will get a rest here with 16:41 to go in the first. Megan Moniz onto the field for Salve. Albano. Hunter will deflect it out. Throwing for the Beacons. Picard tried to squib it forward for Papiro. Trying to jump the passing lane once again. Velez up the right side, but out of the reach of Aliana Keeley. Seahawks will throw in from the far touchline in front of their bench. Lob towards Papiro. Knocked out of play by the Beacons. Seahawks will throw in now from midfield. Rossman trying to track it down. Wanted to keep it away from Kaylee Haynes. Bonney to Haynes. Palma. Now Haynes again. Moniz. Now Bonnie for the Beacons. Intercepted. Hunter now. Along to Papiro near side. Moves it forward. Hunter. Trying to shield the ball. Spinning with it is Sarah Kelly. She sends it across to Velez. Seahawks there first. And they keep it in. Picard. Kowecki. Forward to Papiro. Stolen from behind by Cal Pitts. Pitts stumbling forward. Kowecki back with it for Salve. And can't get it across. Out of play. Beacons will throw in from the far touchline. Jackie Turner. Palma tied up for it and lost it. Velez, though, pressuring Picard. That's been a good battle between those two here in the first half. Maddie Kowecki looking to send it forward. Moniz drops it back. Molly Breslin trying to chase it down. Kenya Wade into the game now, replacing Gina Albano. Wade looking to roll it forward. Driven long and deep by the Beacons. Kowecki plays it back to Drake. That was a little bit dangerous. You had Kaylee Haynes sprinting to the front of the net as well for the Beacons. Breslin pressuring Wade. She touches it out. Beacons will throw in. 12-10 and counting to go in the first half. And we get a foul called here against Salve. So a free kick, well, 15 yards over midfield from the far touchline, just inside. Long kick, driven into the box, touched on the back foot. That one deflected towards the goal. Seahawks trying to flick it out. Kowecki lifts it into the corner. Out of play. And it will remain UMass ball. This looks to be just a throw-in with 11:17 to play. Turner in the corner. Sends it towards the goal. Kowecki boots it out. And offsides is called on the inside. .51 to go. Beacons have had most of the possession here this half. Seahawks, though, have responded after that injury timeout. And it's just a one-score game. Breslin can't keep it in on the near side. Danny Anderson hands off to Georgia Bonnie to toss in at midfield from the near touchline. Lob to Palma. Bridget Kowecki at midfield. Couldn't hold on to it. Anderson once again. And she will lift it all the way back to Spilios. Wade on the far side. Intercepted by Picard. Now Papiro. Breslin, top of the box. Look to turn. Papiro with the big kick. High and wide. Head coach Jane Walsh calling for her team to get higher. Come up and pressure more. Moniz wanted to boot it away, but cutting in was Georgia Bonney. Out to Palma now at midfield. Palma looking to send it straight up the middle. Drake trying to go out and get it, and she does. In a crowd. Almost 20 yards out from her net. Keeping it away from Palma and Haynes. Rossman, pressured by Haynes from behind, gives it away to Palma. Into the box, left side. Palma with space, trying to get it back to Haynes. Looking to settle down the shot. She lost it. Great interior defense there from Molly Leary, closing the distance on Haynes, who wanted to get a shot away from point-blank range. 8:24 to go. More subs coming on now for the Beacons. Anderson and Bonnie will check out. Sarah Kelly lobs it into the corner left side off the throw-in. Rosman takes it away and plays it down the line. That one will take a favorable bounce for Salve. Moniz battling with Kelly. You could call this one really either way, and they'll call it against Salve. The two of them were battling, and Moniz runs right back into Morgan Palma. That one a little bit more out of frustration. Kelly. Free kick. 30 yards away. Spins it out high, and Drake makes the save. Ball loose on the ground, floated in towards the net, deflected in, and they score off the scramble. We'll give you a second look. We'll try and see if we can tell who it goes off of. Just a great kick. Drake made the initial save. Ball was loose. And I think that may end up being an own goal. Depending on where it was touched. For now, it's 2-0 UMass Boston.
Goal by number 21, Kaylee Holmes, assisted by number 12, Sarah Kelly.
So for now, they'll give it to Kaylee Haynes. Moniz wanted to send that on the goal. It deflected into Breslin. 6:26 to go. Foul here against the Beacons. That one bounced wide of the cage. Spilios will hold on to it. Picard shielded by Velez. Wade. Turner plays a nice ball now into the corner from Velez. Crossed into the middle, settled, turning and shooting, and it's blocked, and then they call offside. That was Haynes again in the middle. .445 and counting to go. Wide pass, picked off by Sarah Kelly. Kelly dribbling up the left-hand side in a three-person collision. And they'll call the foul here against Salve. You had Picard and Rossman sandwiching Sarah Kelly. And this will be a free kick from 25 yards away. And with 4 minutes and counting to go. For Sarah Kelly. Seahawks will put a three-person wall out in front. Picard, Moniz, and Papiro. Here's the kick from Kelly. Lifted high and wide of the goal right side. No chance for a play there for the Beacons. 2-0 the score. Goals from Maggie Kelly and Kaylee Haynes for UMass Boston. 5th goal of the year for Haynes. Came into today 2nd on the team in points behind Mary Jo Murphy. 6 goals and 6 assists for Murphy on the year. .245 to go. Throw in here for the Beacons. Seahawks intercept. Trying to get it out to midfield. Breslin couldn't hold it in at midfield. Into the corner once again. Beacons will throw in from the far side. Lindsay Buscarin into the game. Last battling out there in the corner. Turner to throw in. To Wade. Haynes waiting. Chips to Buscarin. Sends it on the goal, and Drake will hold on to it. Four saves for Drake here in the first half. 6 shots on goal, 12 overall for the Beacons. Moniz can't carry past Wade. Hunter sprints near side. Chips it into the corner. Papiro trying to get the angle to it. Wants to cross it. Sends it in front. And Breslin just can't touch it on the goal. Picard with the long distance try. That one will skip wide. Some great chances, though, there for Salve. Seahawks with much more offense here in the last 15 minutes. .40 seconds to go. Palma to Velez. Had to stop and go back for the ball. Velez now to Pitts. Kowecki intercepts quickly back to Moniz. Wanted to chip it back to Papiro. Kelly with it now. Corner left side. Palma. Sent down the line. This one has a chance to stay in. Moniz will chase after it. Sarah Gavin moves it to Kelly. Countdown here in the first half.
6, 5, 4,
Breslin
2,
chasing back.
1.
Last second shot. Will that count? Will that count? At the buzzer, that one fired from midfield. Will they count it? That went off the bar and in, I believe, and yes, it will count. My goodness. Let's give you a second look at this. Try and see. I mean, you heard the countdown. That one right at the buzzer. Oh, my. So it will be 3-0 UMass Boston. So after the Seahawks found their offense a bit, a pinball goal, and then a desperation kick at the buzzer. And the Beacons pull away at the end, and they'll lead 3-0 here at halftime. We will take a break and be back with the call of the second half here from Toppa. You're watching non-conference women's soccer action on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back.
Resolutions for 2021 are to continue to see our student athletes excel in the classroom, continue to be strong community members reaching out to others, for us to see more of our family, friends, and alumni, and to give every student athlete a chance to win a championship. I wear this so that I remember what our true potential is. Our main goal is to be together in person, cheering on our Seahawks as they compete. Each one will have an opportunity to win a championship and have personal bests. In 2021, I hope to see you here cheering on our Seahawks. Stay well, be healthy, go Seahawks.
Hi, my name is Jane Walsh, and I'm the head women's soccer coach at Salve Regina University. We are an NCAA Division III institution competing in the Commonwealth Coast Conference. Since 2015, we've maintained significant status within the CCC, earning postseason berths each season, as well as having many student athletes receive all conference accolades such as Rookie of the Year and Offensive Player of the Year. By creating relationships with my student athletes based on who we are as people over who we are as players and coaches, I believe that we create a deeper sense of trust that's essential for growth. As a team, we commit ourselves 365, meaning there's always something that you can be doing to be preparing for your craft. So sometimes that's heavy in-season training, heavy out-of-season training in the weight room, conditioning, so on and so forth. And sometimes that means just purely rest. But it's important to know that when you commit yourself to the program, we do prioritize family, academics, and soccer. And then anything else you want to do after that, as long as you're keeping yourself healthy and safe, is totally up to you, and we're in support of that. A good way to get in touch is to simply reach out by email, introduce yourself, give me your year of graduation, or if you're a current student here at Salve. Highlight film is certainly important, and then any playing or practice schedules that you might have are really helpful as well. Just kind of give me a snapshot of who you are, what you do, academically in and out of the soccer field, and from there we'll just kind of create a relationship and move forward. It is important that I get to see you play in person. That's kind of essential in determining your fit with the program, but as I said before, I really like to get to know who you are as a person first. Thank you again for your interest in Salve Regina University women's soccer. Have a great day.
Resolutions for 2021 are to continue to see our student athletes excel in the classroom, continue to be strong community members reaching out to others, for us to see more of our family, friends, and alumni, and to give every student athlete a chance to win a championship. I wear this so that I remember what our true potential is. Our main goal is to be together in person, cheering on our Seahawks as they compete. Each one will have an opportunity to win a championship and have personal bests. In 2021, I hope to see you here cheering on our Seahawks. Stay well, be healthy, go Seahawks.
Welcome back to Toppa Field, getting ready for the start of the second half here between UMass Boston and Salve Regina. The Beacons leading 3-0 here to start the second half, thanks to 2 goals from Kaylee Haynes. One off a scramble in front from a corner, actually from a free kick. The second at the buzzer of the first half, and double assists on that play. Sarah Gavin and Lindsay Buscarin will each get assists on that incredible play that made it 3-0. Beacons out shooting the Seahawks 13-5, 7-2 in shots on goal. The Seahawks, though, did find some offense late in that first half, but now they have dug themselves a hole. They kept it 1-0 for quite some time. And a bounce here or there, or a second or two, and this could still be a 1-0 game. But Salve will have a hole to climb out of. Seahawks will move right to left here in the second half, wearing the home whites. Green and blue letters and numbers. Beacons in the road black uniforms with white numbers and trim. And they'll move left to right. First goal of the game. Currently right now the game winner, Maggie Kelly. Cat Hunter near side. Bridget Kowecki. Make this Abby Hudgens. Freshman from East Syracuse, New York. Throws in from the near side. Rio cannot keep it in. And we'll go back to the Beacons. Andrew Pizzelli here, bringing you the call. Thank you for finding us on the Salve Athletics Network. Game one of a doubleheader here tonight at Toppa. Women playing UMass Boston. Men's team will play Bridgewater State here at 7 p.m. Hudgens will throw in from the near touchline left side. And that one deflects out of play. Turner quickly throwing in. Bounce wide of McGettrick. Seahawks trying to keep it in. Top of the box, Rio. That pass off the mark. Maggie Kelly now. Moves it to Elia Velez, who was very strong in midfield in that first half for the Beacons. Mary Jo Murphy. Walks it forward now, strikes it on the goal, off the hands of Drake, and in. Strong shot from 30 yards out from Mary Jo Murphy, and the Beacons are pouring it on. .42-49 to go in the second. Beacons very quickly add to their lead. Seventh goal, team-leading seventh goal of the year for Murphy. Turner. Molly Leary on the near side, and Velez nearly able to force the turnover. Picard trying to get away from McGettrick. Murphy moves it back to Pitts. Floated inside. Headed towards Murphy. Ball nearly finds her foot. Kelly with McGettrick to her right. Spins it on the goal. McGettrick able to poke it away from Drake, who had come out to field it. And we're going to get a corner. It will be Georgia Bonney, who will take it into the corner right side. Line drive. Loose on the ground. Drake down to make the save. Left-footed kick from Drake. Immediately brought back in by the Beacons. Maddie Kowecki, far side to Meg McLaughlin. Not able to get to this one in space, trying to keep it away. Danny Anderson. And she'll just shield it, and it will go out of play. 40-37 and counting in the second. UMass leading 4-0. McGettrick All the way across and back to Cal Pitts, the senior from Marshfield. Will survey the field and send it all the way back to the keeper. McLaughlin nearly had it. Touch towards the box. Breslin left along. Now down the middle with a shot and a left foot, and she scores! Emily Rio makes it 4-1. Second goal of the year for Rio. Here comes Hunter. Trying to feed it to Bridget Kowecki. Molly Leary. Velez now. Trying to get it back to Mary Jo Murphy.
By number 24, Emily Rio, assisted by number 18, Molly Breslin.
Here comes Kelly sprinting left side. Lays it off to the left side. Mary Jo Murphy fires it in front, and Drake will make the save. Rio, amongst two Beacons, able to squirrel it away. Played back to Abby Hudgens now. Mia Saparlis, freshman from Peabody, checks in for the Seahawks. That one kicked away from Hudgens. Leary will keep it in. Hunter trying to spin away from Maggie Kelly. Albano. Bonnie deflected in on the goal, and out to grab it is Spilios. 37:45 to go in the second. Seahawks finally on the board. Second goal of the year for Emily Rio. Molly Leary waits and sends it back. Rio deflects it. Now will try to sprint onto it. Down the far touchline. Out of play. Last touched by Rio. But good effort. Quick throw in here for the Beacons. Mary Jo Murphy tied up. Beacons will toss it in again. Back to Albano. All the way back to Spilios. Soft kick. Had Molly Breslin ranging in front. Saparlis trying to get it to her out of the top of the box. Albano. Seahawks applying some pressure here. And the foul called here against the Beacon. Seahawks quickly kick it in towards Breslin.